Welcome back guys, Carboys here with another video where we talk about cards, money investing. As you can see here, I got my two pickups from my recent card show that was organized by the MBCCC. My very first card show. It was a local card show about 45 minutes from where I live. So pretty excited. It was a decent show. I think there were like 4 dealer tables and it turned out roughly about like 50 to about 80 people in total. Pretty tight space, but you know, it was a good atmosphere. I had a lot of fun, meet a lot of people, and got 2 nice pickups here. And I did a little bit of preview in the last video, so do check out in that video. What I have here is this 1997 Golden Touch Michael Jordan and a 2005 SB Duo, number 225 of the late great Bill Russell and Hakeem Olajuwon. As you can see here, it's in this little screw down case. I'm going to talk a bit about this card in a bit, as well as I got my trusty little screwdriver here to get this guy out of the case. But let's talk quickly about the Jordan. So this is a Golden Touch insert. It's a die cut insert, much like the famous Big Man on court insert. And so all die cuts in the 90s, right? The cutting edges are kind of a bit rough, most of them, right? And that has caused quite difficult to get really solid great copies. So that's a PSA 9 and up are kind of scarce, and you can the higher prices for those really mint copies, you know, reflect how difficult it is to grade these cards. But for this copy that I got, you can just try and look in the camera here. Nice clean edges, really nice ones on this. The only thing I had problems was just a little white at the corner. So let me try and get this one out. Okay. I believe it's this bottom corner here. Not sure if you can catch it on camera. Yep. So tiny little one, and this was, you know, with a sticker of $1,000. SGC, the latest comp was a SGC 8. They did about $800, and I think there was a raw they just sold, I think yesterday, for about $750. Now, given that this tiny little nick here, the final price that I managed to pick this one up was about $550. So kind of worth the gamble here, because if this actually ended up in the PSA 7, I would still be doing decently, maybe about like $650 after all the fees, you know. So you know, $550 with some $50 grading fee, I was still probably at about $50, you know, if this ended up PSA 7. So kind of like a safe buy, I would say. You know, it's a Jordan, it's a nice insert Golden Touch die cut, nice edges here with just a little tiny nick. And if with a bit of luck, this may actually get a PSA 8, which I think sold for about was it $1,300 for PSA 8. So lots and lots of upside for this one. And who knows, right? Maybe this nick isn't such a big deal after all, and can get something better than that. Alright, so we're here to talk about a big one. Let's put this aside. SB Dual. Now this is my first dual auto of either of these players, right? I never bought any of Bill Russell cards, nor have I bought any of Hakeem's cards. Now individually, the autograph cards, I think especially in the around these kind of years, 2005, they range for about between 300 to about 500 for Bill Russell's case. And Hakeem signed a lot of cards, right? So you can actually buy his autograph cards for maybe under 250, under $300. Definitely higher than David Robinson, which I see a lot these days going for about 100, 120. But Hakeem goes about 200 to 300. But this one here, a recent comp, sold for $1,200, right? Not too long ago. I think it was somewhere in October. So this was that was the comp that the seller actually priced this card at. I couldn't find any other reasonable comps, and he wanted the sticker price on this was $1,000. Now, of course, we went a bit of back and forth on this. You know, given it's a Bill Russell, it's not the easiest card to move. You know, so, and there was no other comps besides that one comp. So, you know, there were factors that was working against me and factors that was working for me. You know, I thought that, you know, the autograph is clean, the corners look nice, so it was kind of like worth the gamble. And we kind of like settled on a price at about $850, which I thought was pretty fair. The only caveat was we need to get the card out of the screw down case, just to make sure that were there any surface imperfections. But the whole venue, we couldn't have a screwdriver. Could you believe it? We couldn't get a single screwdriver. You know, nobody had one to get this out of the case. So I was kind of like ready to back off on the deal because, you know, who's to know, but the seller was quite motivated to sell a card. So he asked me to make an offer, you know, to take it as it is. I took a good look at the card as much as I could, and I decided that, all right, I think that at $750, it's probably worth the gamble. And, you know, because again, he was motivated to sell, so he decided to sell the card for $750 as it is, still in this screw down case. So here I am today, for the first time on camera. Let's gonna crack this guy open and have a look at the surface, have a look at the card condition, and to see whether or not have I did pretty well. According to him, he got this card out of pack, and it's been sitting in this screw down ever since. So if this is 2005, it's been sitting for more than 15 years. So let's get right to it. So I think that why, you know, I'm pretty particular about this screw down cases. If you guys watched my previous videos where I did one on the Magneto, where he sat in a screw down case for more than 30 years, right? And it was an autograph card as well, so there was a lot of concerns whether or not the autograph would kind of like just stick onto the casing, right? Which it didn't, and I submitted to PSA, and it came back a nice PSA 9, right? That Magneto. This one's here. Oops, sorry about that. It's pretty tight. I'm trying to get this one out. Okay, and we're gonna get the last one out. So the card show was pretty fun. It was a nice experience. I'm looking forward to go for some bigger ones in overseas in the US. Malaysia is pretty fun as well, but it's just not a lot of cards to look at, especially the high-end stuff. So these was I would think that this was one of the bigger transactions that happened during the day, you know, for $750. So here we go. Screws out. Let's try and get this card out. Stuck to the top of the case here. It's not a good sign because you can see that this is the part where they have that indentation. The card's stuck to the top. So let's try and get this out. Flip this over. It's obviously stuck because of the sleeve. So there is a piece of sleeve here. Here we go. So far so good. And we have a sleeve coming up. Let's get right to it. This sleeve's kind of feels a bit sticky, sticking onto the card. Hopefully there's no ink transfer from the autograph. There we go, slowly sliding out. Nothing left behind on the sleeve. Excellent stuff. Now let's have a look at this guy. Surface looks pretty alright. Both are on card auto. Corners, probably need to get a look to just have a double check, but they look pretty clean. The back, don't see anything on the surface. This looks like absolutely gorgeous card. Cool, this looks good. What do you think, guys? Did I do good on this? $750. I think I did pretty alright, and probably gonna send this to PSA, okay, with the autograph dual authentication, right? So gonna be a nice one here. Nice clean Bill Russell signature within the box. Nice Hakeem signature. I think maybe try to avoid that serial number here. As you can see, 23 or 25, but then again, nice looking card here. Alright, so all good in the end. You know, not two nice pickups. Pretty happy with this. So all in all, another safe adventure. Hopefully I'm gonna show you guys what's the result of PSA on this. Maybe get a 9, and that would be completely awesome. And got this Michael Jordan here, which again, just a tiny nick at the corner, nice little aging, and we'll see what this guy comes back with. Alright, that's all I got for today. Do like and subscribe to this video if you like this kind of content, and I'm gonna bring more stuff to you coming soon. Thanks for watching, guys. Till next one. Cowboys out.